Round 1 begins, and it's up against a Rapidash. That's a nice neutral matchup, and I'll take that any day. He uses a Flame Charge, which is fine. I use a Fly, and he no-shields. Later, Rapidash. Time to Brave Bird and take down this Lapras. He shields, but I'm able to bring out my Tinkaton. Unfortunately, he brings out a Corviknight. The only nice thing here is I usually don't shield against these anyway. Guess I don't even need to do a challenge. Nice. Well, I bring out the Skeledirge out, and now I like this matchup quite a bit more. Unfortunately, he already has his Lapras back, so I'm just going to get as much damage as I can and bring the Moltres back out. And there goes my Moltres. Wow. I have to farm up to a Bulldoze, and I barely get it off before a Sparkling Aria. Now we have to race up to the charge move. He gets it, but I tank it, and Gigaton Hammer, he's gone. Round 1 is done. If you want to see me do that 4 more times, stick around to the end and hit that subscribe button, because my final match was insane. My hopes are up for a quick and easy challenge when I go into round 2, and what is that? Anyway, he brings Hydreigon out, and that's perfect for my Tinkaton. Don't even need shields for this matchup. Use a Bulldoze, and then just finish the farm down. Of course he's going to use another Fly. He brings his Alien back out. Let's use a Bulldoze. Get that debuff. Use another one. Maybe another debuff. Nope, not this time. Good thing that thing's a poison type for some reason. One more Bulldoze and let's see what happens. And he shields it. Interesting. Let's bring the Moltres back out. I don't know what this guy's moves are, but it doesn't look like either of them are effective against me. He brings out a Florges, so I Brave Bird, and he leaves. I'll take it. And round 3, tragedy strikes. I was hoping for a quick and easy challenge, but unfortunately, this match really changed my opinion on this thing. At the very least, if I let this Tinkaton go, I might be able to farm him down a little bit on the Moltres. He's going to shield my Gigaton Hammer, and it's Moltres time. Let's see. Oh, wait. This guy knows Weather Ball. Great. There goes my Moltres too. And he brings out the Regidrago again. It took a lot to not just want to shield and win these matches, but that would be cheating, obviously. So, I use the Torch Song. He uses a Vice Grip, which I barely survive. I use another Torch Song, just to lose to the Hippowdon. It's time to get my streak started back up, and I'm up against a Volcanion. Whoa, that's cool. I actually don't really know how these things play, so I'm just gonna fly and see what he uses. Scald. Okay, that's fine. Hit another fly off, but I don't get to it. Scald, and I'm down. Bring out this. I don't know why I brought this out. I was just afraid of the Scalds, but it doesn't work. So I swap and tank a Scald. Nice. He brings out a Dusknoir, and wow, this match is going horribly. I get mad. Sorry. That's a loss for me. And I think I cursed myself, because it was loss after loss after loss after that. And then, even better, this happened. Thanks, Niantic. I'm glad the game works. Anyway, game I can't even tell you happens, and it's my first win in forever. He brings out a Greedent for some reason, which isn't even a good Pokemon against this. I can tell that my Moltres is scaring him. He uses a Crunch, which doesn't do much against me, and then a Trailblaze, so I just farm up. I think I'm gonna just fully farm this thing down. And he brings out a Licky Licky and leaves. Nice. I'm hoping to get back onto a streak, and it's perfect. I'm against a Virizion. He's gonna use a Sacred Sword. I'm just farming up to a Fly, but he brings out a Skeledirge? What? Use that Fly, he shields it, and I can't shield this, no! But, what's happening? Wait, what? Nice, thanks Niantic. That's enough PvP for one day. Day 2 starts off great. Watch this. Yep, there's no winning these. A lot of my games were just like this. But right at the end of day 2, this happened. It was my Moltres against the Giratina. That's a perfect matchup for me. He's going to use an Ancient Power, unfortunately, and still get a buff. So I guess it's not that perfect of a matchup. I use a Brave Bird and a Shield, so I have to swap. Bring out the Tinkaton, tank that Ancient Power, and here comes his Feraligatr. 1 Gigaton Hammer, half his health. He uses a Hydro Cannon, which sucks because I can't shield it, and there goes my Tinkaton. Now it's time to bring the Moltres back out. This is perfect. Use that Fly and take down that Feraligatr. I don't know why I didn't shield that. He brings out a Togekiss, and the match is pretty much over. So he uses an Ancient Power. For some reason, he loves that move. Now I'm actually a little scared. I get the Shadow Ball, and he catches it? What? For some reason, after 2 attacks, and I catch on my Moltres, he Rage Quits. Let's go. First win down. The next match is not looking good for me. It's a Tapu Koko. That's terrible against my Moltres. Well, it's terrible for my Moltres. Here comes another Giratina. I need my Moltres out for this. So I let my Skeledirge die, but I'm able to get off a Shadow Ball first. There goes most of his health. Now I'm able to just finish him off with the Moltres. He brings his Tapu Koko back out, and I use a Brave Bird. He shields it actually, which is nice. So I bring out my Tinkaton. And there's a Nature's Madness. That's fine. He brings out a Cresselia. That's actually perfect. If I can hit a few Gigaton Hammers, that thing will fall right over. He has Grass Knot. I don't need to shield any of his things anyway, so challenge negated. I bring out the Moltres. He brings a Tapu Koko back out and kills me. I use 1 Gigaton Hammer and take that thing down. All I need is 1 more Gigaton Hammer by the looks of it. If you notice the cut, my screen recording ended, but it's the same match, and I won. Here we go, game 3, and I'm up against an Ampharos. That's not ideal. Bring out the Tinkaton, and here comes his Golisopod. Hit a Gigaton Hammer, and that still does quite a bit of damage. He's going to use his Aqua Jets and probably mess me up. He uses 1. I barely survived the second one, and I'm able to get off a Gigaton Hammer and take down his Golisopod. No way. He brings out a Florges. That's not fun. So I bring out the Skeledirge. And the Ampharos is going to mess me up. Hopefully I can take him down with this, but it seems like he's lagging. He doesn't shield. He doesn't even attack. Is he gone? Do I get a free win? I guess so. Nice. I know that's not fair at all, but I'll take it. I need these. Okay. Game 4. I'm up against an Annihilate. A Fly would mess this thing up. But he uses Ice Punch. Why do you run that, man? Fly, he shields. Bring out the Skeledirge, trying to catch an Ice Punch, but of course I catch a Rage Fist. And he has a Primarina. Even better, it knows Waterfall instead of Charm. Use a Torch Song and hopefully take this thing down. He shields, which is fine. Bring out the Moltres and catch on that Tinkaton. I caught a Sparkling Aria, so I guess it wasn't that good of a play. But with 1 Bulldoze, that Annihilate is down. He's out of shields, so he better be paying attention. And the Primarina's down. What's in the back of Venusaur? 1 Gigaton Hammer, 1 Fly, and that was such a great match. On to the finale. Game 5 begins, and no, it's a Tinkaton? How do I win this? I bring out my Skeledirge hoping for a catch, but instead, I catch a Bulldoze. Perfect. At least there's no debuff. But here comes an Oikalone with Mud Slap. Oh no, I'm gonna lose this match. But there's still hope. I get to my Torch Song, but he uses a move first. It's just a Trailblaze. Torch Song goes off, and that Oikalone shields it. There's his first shield. I bring the Moltres out, and let's see what else he knows. Just Body Slam, we're fine. Farm up a little bit, and get to a Fly. Now I almost have a second Fly from whatever he brings out. Obviously, it's the Tinkaton. Bring up my own Tinkaton. And I'm going to take a Gigaton Hammer to the face. There goes half my health already. And it's an Ursaring. Farm up a little bit, get a Gigaton Hammer, and it barely doesn't kill him. He's going to be able to get a move off. This is terrible. Let's see what he uses. It's a Swift. We're fine. He uses another Swift. Uh-oh. No, my Tinkaton barely survives. Bring out the Moltres, hit off a Brave Bird. Hopefully he doesn't shield this. Let's go. There goes most of his health. Oh no. Unless this is a Bulldoze, this is over. It's just a Bulldoze. I barely survive. Hit off a Fly. Let's see. There goes his last shield. It's all up to a CMP tie. And I hit the Bulldoze. That is game. And I knew it. Is this kill? Oh my god. I did it. I did it. Holy shit. 5 games, no shields. All in a row. This challenge was horrible, but super fun at the same time. I feel like it actually improved my skills a lot with catching, but at the same time, this was so much luck involved. And I hope you guys all enjoyed. Hit subscribe and like if it was fun, and I'll see you guys next time.